They say if we'll only avoid any confrontation with the enemy, he'll forget his evil ways and learn to love it.
Hi, and welcome to the Too Much Coffee podcast with Arthur Fantastic. Today is the 13th of July. It is a Thursday. It is great outside, and I probably won't be putting this up till tomorrow, so welcome to the 14th. Hope your day is going well. Here at the Too Much Coffee podcast, let me drink some coffee here. We'll be talking about a variety of different topics, from hip-hop and music to current events, nerdy shit, and, of course, everybody's favorite, politics. Today we're going to be starting off with some shit that I just need to get off my chest. The first thing you need to know about our first topic is Connor McGregor and Floyd Mayweather are fighting on August 26th in Las Vegas. It's going to be fucking great. Everybody is, and their mama is saying who is going to win because of this, that, the other thing. And power to you. Your opinion is your opinion. I personally want Conor McGregor to win. I know that his chances aren't the best, but as the time progresses and we see the shit talking and everything, if you have heard any of the shit talking so far, here I'll play a little clip. So as you can see, there is definitely a battle of words going on here, but in my opinion, Connor is winning the battle of words. When he said, "If this was a real fucking fight, I'd kill you in 20 seconds," I thought that was the nail in the coffin. There's no response that you can possibly give to it because he knows he's right. And as Joe Rogan said in his podcast, I think that Mayweather is shook. He's never had to deal with a good shit talker before in his career. It's always been pretty much lousy shit talkers or people that can barely speak English or whatever. And it's always been fight against people that are over the hill. Well, welcome to the turn of the table. Floyd, you seem a little bit over the hill. We'll see what happens. This fight is a little late in your career. But you know what? All props go to Floyd Mayweather. He's a hard worker, great ethics, great mental ability to fight the other fighter in the mental game. But it looks like this time Connor has the upper hand. Now that we got that out of the way, the reason why I brought that up is because during one of the press conferences, Connor McGregor had the misfortune of being attacked by the social justice warriors. All he said was boy. He called him boy several times during the exchanges and everything like that. You know, the whole school bag thing, which is backpack. You know, there's a bit of a separation between the American lexicon and the global UK or whatever abroad lexicon of English. So, you know, he's calling him a boy, basically just calling him a kid. And then Floyd Mayweather is doing his shadow boxing thing, and Connor is the Connor that we've all grown to love and hate equally, and he tells him to dance for me, boy. And he didn't say it in some kind of like southern drawl or whatever, you know what I mean? It is a very common colloquialism in Ireland, in Dublin particularly. And so he immediately changed it because he's not fucking stupid or ignorant to the politically correct crowd. Calls him sir, dance for me, sir. But you know what I mean? We all know that he's not trying to be racist or intending to be racist, and there's nothing innately racist about it. It's about the interpretation from the listener who portends that the word boy is now racist because of what? the races involved in the he's not calling them the N-word or some shit like that. He ain't fucking playing on his race or anything like that. He's been talking about how he can't fucking read and how he doesn't act like a man, doesn't dress like a man, calls him a boy, and now he's telling him to dance like dance and calls him a boy. And now it's, I understand that some people can, connect this to some kind of Wild Wild West, what's that character's name, Loveless or whatever, you yellow boy. But that's not what happened, all right? And that's what it seems like. A lot of people who are easily offended, who are oversensitive, in my opinion, are coming to this conclusion that is racist. Everything's fucking racist. Everybody wants to be fucking victim. I'm sorry, that's not what happened. That's not what this is about. And but I mean, whatever you want. This is how people make money. If you think this is racist and you don't want to promote it, then I wouldn't talk about it, because all you're doing is giving them free exposure and getting people riled up so that they want to watch this fight, and they'll just make them more money. So that's cool. I want them to both make more money. Even though I don't like Mayweather, everything that's happened with him and T.I. and T.I.'s wife and all the allegations and whatnot, in addition to just being, I don't know, not a fighter. He's a boxer for sure, but I don't think that he's a fighter per se. You know what I mean? You need to fight to be a fighter, and his entire style is running away, you know what I'm saying, and dodging, you know what I mean. Every other good fighter that had good defense, whether it was Muhammad Ali or Sugar Ray Leonard, you know what I'm saying, they were, in addition to be good defensive boxers, they were good offensively too. Same with I don't know if you guys know Lomachenko. I don't talk about boxing or all this shit all the time, you know what I'm saying. I'm very quiet about my fight opinions, but I guess in this podcast we'll talk about it a little bit more. If you haven't heard of Lomachenko, he's pretty fucking good. He's on the come up. He Matrix dudes all the time. But back to the original point. This is a point of contention with people, that what he's saying is actually racist. This is what a lot of people, or at least a good portion of people, believe, enough to have like many comments on a post on Facebook, going back and forth with people. So let me segue here. If you want to follow me on Facebook, it's Arthur Fantastic. You look me up, you can add me, and if I have filled up on friends, you can just follow me. I have a public profile. I got nothing to hide. You can fucking comment on there. You don't even have to be my friend. If you want to like my page, it's facebook.com/FUQURSHIET. That's fuck your shit. So you can give me a like, give me a little bit of help on that. So okay, let's go to the next topic of the day here on Too Much Coffee. Let me take a little sip of coffee before I continue. Last thing before we move on to the next topic. Michael Rapaport. I don't know if you are familiar with who Michael Rapaport is. If not, then good. Michael Rapaport tweeted out, "When McGregor is cocky, arrogant, and disrespectful, it's deemed fun and playful. When black athletes do the same thing, it's obnoxious and classist. Fuck out of here." I don't know where he's getting his information from, but a lot of people don't fucking like McGregor, all right? Let's not say he's like this fucking cultural icon. He's just like Muhammad Ali. He's like Floyd Mayweather. He's in the eye of the public, okay? Because he's able to get the attention of the public. You know what I'm saying? As the company man, Justin Hunt, would say, he's yelling fire in a stadium, and that is pulling eyes on him. I don't think that everybody fucking likes how Conor McGregor talks. I at first I didn't like how he talks, but then I really started following the entire thing, and I actually like Conor McGregor. So yes, there is bias included in this podcast, the Too Much Coffee podcast, but I never said that it was unbiased or some shit like that. I'm just saying that what people are claiming, that that it is racist is bullshit. So that's essentially the entire. That's the entire. If you agree, if you disagree, go ahead, go take it to the comments. We can talk about it. I have fucking free time on my hands. I hope you do too. If you're listening to this, and if you have anything you ever want to hear about or talk about on the podcast, it will be recorded every Thursday, and it will be put out on Friday. So just hit me up on any social media. Segue on Twitter at Arthur Fantastic, on Instagram at Arthur Fantastic, pretty much any social media at Arthur Fantastic, except YouTube, which you're probably listening this to, and that is Golden Ruffian, GOLDEN RUFFIAN, no space. Okay, so I'm gonna finish this coffee right here, and we will get to the next. We'll get to the next subject. And here you go. Okay. So we're about at the 11-minute mark. Time to move on to the next subject. Today, a little bit of news broke. People were going crazy all over the internet, on my newsfeed, on my Twitter. SoundCloud is washed. Shout out to Henny Black and Elliot Martinez. Check out MC Squared. Check that out. That's by Elliot Martinez. Upcoming album. But everybody basically was saying that SoundCloud is fucking done. SoundCloud's fucking done. We heard one article from TechCrunch and it's over. I don't think it is. I don't think that SoundCloud is hemorrhaging money. I think that maybe they did have to cut some things to make things work, but that's how business works. Developing from that story is Chance, the rapper, was actually tweeting something hinting that he was going to help SoundCloud in some way. You know what I mean? I forget what the actual quote is. I'll probably have that up on the screen if you're watching on YouTube. My opinion on it is that SoundCloud is the most put together streaming, most open platform right now on the internet, and I think that counting them out because of one article is bad. I think that this is coming out at an interesting time, right after Jay-Z going platinum and basically having one company buy like 1 million shares or whatever of his music, and it's now a streaming world. If you are not understanding of that, this is the time to come to the realization that it is a streaming world right now. It's all about streaming. I'm sure if you're listening to this, you're probably somewhere in the know. That's the model right now. Everybody's streaming, and I think that SoundCloud is the app that pretty much everybody goes and uses. I mean, everybody has I don't know everybody, but people, the ones everybody uses is like Spotify, Pandora, iTunes, and shit like that. I don't use any of those. I use YouTube and SoundCloud, and a Bandcamp too, but that's under works right now. So, but I mean, I get music off there all the time. So, what is there to say about SoundCloud? I think that SoundCloud isn't going anywhere. I think that they also had a response essentially addressing what they were talking about. They didn't say anything about the allegation is that they have like 50 days before money is up and whatever. I don't think so. I think that there's a lot of people paying for these subscriptions and SoundCloud Pro and SoundCloud Go and all that bullshit. I think that enough people are putting money into it, and I think they have advertisers, don't they? Do they have advertisers? I don't have anybody to talk to actually ask. But I don't think SoundCloud's going anywhere. But here's a question. If SoundCloud did go down, where the fuck are you taking your music? All the independent artists are either on SoundCloud or like Reverb Nation. I think Reverb Nation doesn't really have a lot of things going for it. I think SoundClick has been around for a while, but who goes to fucking SoundClick to listen to music? Do they even have an app? MySpace? MySpace? Is that where you're taking it? I mean, I know that MySpace was like a couple years ago was trying to really push to be that new thing where the music's going, but I don't really see that either. So where do we take it? Where do we take it? There's a whole bunch of other websites right now. If you want to get an early release of my album, Footnotes Blue Summer, it's on. Actually, it's on Mediafire. So if you would like a link to that, it's on the down low. I am not putting that out yet. It needs to be finished as an early release. So where the fuck is people going? People are talking about like Frostwire now and Hulkshare. So and then what else? DatPiff. Where are we going if SoundCloud goes down? Let's take that to the comments. Can we take it to the lines? Oh, we don't have lines. Oh, we don't have a phone line. Okay. Oh, I'm the only one in this room and I'm talking to myself. Okay. All right. So that's that for that particular subject. I don't really want to take it too far. We'll continue, and by we I mean I will continue covering it as it develops, once per week. You know what I mean? But you can always follow me on social media, and we'll talk about it. I'm always free for a conversation for the most part. You know what I mean? I have a life, but whatever. Let me get some of this coffee, motherfuck. Now, I don't think that like a lot of people want me to really talk about this. If anybody's even listening to this, but I'll take for a quick moment talk about the whole Rob Kardashian Blac Chyna thing. I think they're both gross. There we go. There's my opinion on it. I think they're both fucking gross people. I think that a lot of people in the limelight right now are gross. I think that pop culture is nothing having to do with upstanding people or intellectual movements. I think it's about outrage. I think it's about the lowest common denominator, and I think it's about watching people watching people fail like comets falling out of the sky and watching the world burn. So we've all turned into Heath Ledger jokers. But yeah, that's all I have to say about that. I think they're both gross. I think that Blac Chyna is gross. I think that sliding over laterally, I guess, to 21 Savage and Amber Rose, I think that Amber Rose is garbage and is gross, and I think that 21 Savage is gross, and I don't fucking care if 21 Savage hears me. I think they're both fucking gross. I think that what does it fucking say, man? Amber Rose is fucking Blac Chyna, but the original, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know, like, this guy is falling for Amber Rose, and Amber Rose, I think it was Ryan Davis, the comedian. You check his channel out, he's fucking hilarious. He was saying that the way that Amber Rose smiles in the video where 21 Savage is essentially licking Amber Rose's ass with his words in his fucking car, she's got the I got him smile. So that's essentially the best way to explain it. Amber Rose has got 21 Savage under her fucking thumb, wrapped around her goddamn finger, and yeah, I don't think that's going anywhere. Thought is a thought. She's always going to be a thought, no matter how fucking well she treats you now. In a couple of months, she's going to be doing some thought shit, and it's going to be a fucking mess. And I don't know how real 21 Savage is, but I don't think that it's going to go off like like he's going to end up looking like a bitch from the entire situation, just like Rob Kardashian did, unfortunately. I don't think Rob is 1,000% wrong. I don't think he should be posting someone's nudes on the internet, but isn't she like a stripper or a porn star or some shit like that? Aren't they all over the internet already? You know what I mean? That's what the fuck? It's like a Playboy model being mad that her nudes got leaked. Who gives a fuck? The only person is her. So I think the entire thing is stupid. I think that the entire and just last finishing points here before we get to the 20-minute mark. I think that culture is all about making people apologize. And I think people apologize because of pressure, not because they're sorry. And if you apologize because you're not sorry, if you're apologizing because you're not sorry, it's just bullshit. I think people should stand behind what they fucking say and say, fuck you. I'm not going to apologize. I say that shit all the time. Fuck you. I'm not going to apologize for anything I said. And I'm not going to apologize for anything I said in this podcast. All those people are gross. And what Connor McGregor said was not racist. And SoundCloud's not going anywhere. I'm not going to put my money on SoundCloud not going anywhere. So, let's discuss that. But let's stop fucking apologizing for everything. Everybody's always outraged about something. Go fucking suck a dick. I don't give a fuck what you think. I said what I meant. And that's where we are. That's where we are. So that was the last subject where we fucking Amber Rose and 21 Savage. So let's segue from that, since we're talking about 21 Savage, to just the current state of music. Let me sip my coffee real quick. Oh, boy. Whew. Ever since the 2016 freestyle, or cypher, whatever the fuck you want to call it, it's not a freestyle, it's not a cypher, it's like a fucking showcase. That's what they should fucking call it. The XXL showcase. They shouldn't call it a cypher. But let's get beyond that. That entire cypher was fucking garbage. We know the one I'm talking about. There was like one or two people that were okay. I don't. The only person I remember was the one that led off the 21 Savage, Uzi Vert. Well, I don't even know who it was. I don't even remember the name. Oh man, now I have to look it up. Okay, I looked it up. It's Denzel Curry. Denzel Curry's verse was okay. I can even give a pass to. I can even give a pass to like Anderson .Paak. I can give a pass to Designer, who's saying the same thing over and over, but at least it's melodic and kind of catchy. And Lil Dicky obviously was like one of the only good verses, you know what I'm saying? But everybody else was garbage, okay? And those are the people that are exploding right now. They all sound the fucking same. And to say they sound the fucking same is a goddamn... that is a fucking insult. I think that they all sound like garbage. I can barely understand what they're saying. None of that shit is... It's all non sequitur. It's just saying one thing and then saying something completely different. It's all about being drugged out and being fuckboys. Everybody wants to be a fuckboy. That's the mode right now. Music for fuckboys is what's popping right now. You know what I mean? I like the beats, you know what I mean? But I think Bryson Tiller's a fucking fuckboy. I mean, I think he would admit it too. I think that Drake's a fuckboy, and I think he knows it. I think all these people that are on the fucking radio right now are fuckboys, and it's fucking terrible. For instance, Lil Yachty, how the fuck is he? How is he? I'm not saying this in comparison to my own stuff. Just to let you know, I'm saying this as being critical because I demand good fucking content. You know what I mean? I want to hear good fucking shit, and I think that they're all capable of doing good shit. You know what I mean? Lil Uzi Vert came with that. All my friends are dead, and I didn't like that at first. But it's grown on me. But once again, it's non-sec. That shit is. I won't even call it stream of consciousness. It's just bullshit. You know what I mean? That you're like. That's the stuff I would say if I was really fucked up in freestyling, not writing and trying to communicate something to my audience. But essentially, where I'm going with this is, we've lost quality control. I know that's ironic because a lot of them are on the label quality control. I think that we've lost quality control of what we listen to nowadays. It's I think that's disturbing. I think that's bad. I think that we should be very, what's the word here? Critical. I feel like that's like a strong word with a negative content. We should be looking at the content of what they're putting out, what they're saying, and we should be judging that in accordance to what we fucking believe. Like, people be fucking talking about how they don't want games no more, they want no fuck boys, they don't want this, that, the other thing, and then they go and they just fucking listen to Chris Brown and Lil Weezy and fucking know every fucking goddamn word. And those are the most fuckboy songs that I could fucking listen to. You know what I mean? We all fucking listen to that shit. But don't demand something from people and the culture if you are putting things like, fuckboy shit, in the forefront. That's just stupid. You can't with one hand say, oh, this is terrible, and then with the other hand fucking like it. I'm not a big fan of everything, Lil Wayne or Chris Brown does. You know what I'm saying? I can dance to some of this stuff. That's cool. I can appreciate it for what it is. You know what I mean? Hip hop has a place for everything from, party rappers and vibe rappers to conscious rappers. And, I'll even say mumble rappers. I don't even want to say that, but you know what I mean? There's space for everything, you know what I mean? But when the people, the powers that be, if you will, the corporations and the people in power are putting and pushing, the most ignorant music out as the most consumable, then we know what they think of the greater majority of the populace, is that they're fucking stupid and they just want to fucking consume some bullshit. No one is actually listening to this music. They're just putting it in the background of their day, of their car, or whatever. They like the beat and they don't even know the words. A number of times I've heard people say that they like Young Thug and not know any of the fucking words to their song, and they make up their own words, is far too many. An upcoming article that I'll be posting onto my website, arthurfantastic.com. That's my plug. arthurfantastic.com. Check that shit out. It's a blog. I'll be posting articles all the time. I write for other websites as well, but that will be the hub of where I write. It is called Joe Budden, Migos, and the State of Hip Hop. And so we can imagine what that is about. Shout out to Joe Budden. And shout out to Everyday Struggle. If you are a hip hop head and you are not watching Everyday Struggle, what the fuck are you doing? That is that is in the hip hop. Every hip hop head's fucking diet now is fucking Everyday Struggle. All right, let me drink a little bit of coffee here. Boy, that is getting way less than lukewarm. So what else is there to talk about right now? So if you are a hip hop head, I would definitely watch Everyday Struggle. If you're a hip hop head, I would also watch the TBD show. It used to be on Complex. Now it is independent. It's Justin Hunt. He's a awesome journalist, very objective. Justin Hunt does the breakdown with Rude Jude on I think that's Sirius FM with on Shady 45, I think, every Wednesday, and they go back and forth, and it's very even tempered. There's like there's like Justin Hunt's more objective, I guess. You're more willing to give it a chance, more liberal, and then you got Rude Jude, who is, like, I would say more conservative, or more like, deal with it your fucking self, very like outspoken, and I fucking love it. I love the dynamic. I think they have a great show. Shout out to you guys. I doubt that anybody will ever hear that that shout out on the Too Much Coffee podcast. But it's definitely worth a listen. Check that shit out. Rude Jude is great. He does a lot of psychedelics and shit. And Everyday Struggles, the same thing. You got two people, two opposing views. You got Joe Budden and DJ Academics, and it's just been fire. You know what I mean? If you don't watch it, then what the fuck are you doing? All right, so it is the 29-minute mark. I'm gonna do one more topic here, and then I'm gonna get off. Oh, my fucking chair is making so much noise. I need to get to work on this throne. The last topic I will talk about is, let me just take a breath. I'm tired of all this fucking rehashing of old movies in Hollywood. Old ideas, things, especially ones with cult followings that are loved by the fans. Loved by the fucking fans. How the fuck can you do all these things that you've been doing, Hollywood? This is why it's bullshit. You're just pandering to the lowest common denominator. You're just trying to make fucking money. I get it. Make money. But this is also about art. This is also about art, making something new, something for you to stand behind, something authentic, something that you fucking made your fucking self, not taking, not standing on the shoulders of giants and then putting it off as your own, just changing a couple things. Shut the fuck up. All right? This is why people aren't going to see movies anymore, okay? The movies that you see now that is making a lot of money are comic book movies. That's it. I don't go fucking see a single other goddamn movie at all unless it's in the dollar theater. All right? Ghostbusters, big ass flop. Who knew? Everybody that saw the fucking trailer. On YouTube, it has broken the records of the most dislikes than any other video on fucking YouTube. At least the ratio, I'm pretty sure the dislikes in general, just most dislikes that's possible. They try to change it, that's the other thing. And then when the movie comes out, Leslie Jones gets Milo Yiannopoulos kicked off of Twitter. We can talk about that another time. But isn't it crazy? Isn't that crazy that this is what they're fucking doing? That if you don't like their movie, you get kicked off of the internet? Because that's what it was. He didn't say anything. It might have been his fans or some shit, you know what I mean? But you know what? Beyonce has a issue with somebody, or somebody says something against Beyonce, and people will literally fight you in person, okay? Leslie Jones and Milo Yiannopoulos are nowhere near that. No one's getting fucking... might get offended. I'm sorry. You're welcome to the internet. Everybody gets trolled, including myself. As Tyler the Creator would say, who I'm not like the biggest fan or something like that, but I think it's hilarious. What the fuck you mean, cyberbullying? Like, close your eyes. Nigga, close your eyes. Walk away from the screen. You don't look at the fucking screen. How the fuck are you cyberbullied? Like, walk away, all right? Block them. It's easy. So going from Ghostbusters to Transformers, I know there's a lot of people that are all on the Transformers dick. I was a kid when Transformers was a cartoon. I saw the movie. You got the touch. You got the power. Seriously though, what the fuck is it? Like, I didn't see the Ninja Turtle movies. I refuse. I didn't see the Ghostbusters movie. I didn't see any Transformer movie after the second one, and I didn't see either of those in the theater. Now they got a new Jumanji movie to come out. Yo, may Robin Williams rest in peace. This is fucking terrible. They have a great cast. A great cast. They have Kevin Hart, The Rock. I don't like Kevin Hart. Fuck Kevin Hart. I think he's a little bitch, but I think he's funny sometimes. I think he's a good actor, and I think that I thought that movie with the other movie with The Rock was good. But The Rock, Kevin Hart, Jack Black, and I forget who else. I think it was like a chick or something like that. I don't remember. I don't think she was like a big actress or anything like that. But they're calling it Jumanji. Like, that's not Jumanji. Jumanji was a board game. It was a fucking great movie from the 90s. It's nostalgic, and they're just trying to piggyback on that success. It's nostalgia fever. Please fucking stop. All right? They made another movie from the same writer. I think the same director. I'm not sure if Jon Favreau was the same director of the first one, but the same writer made another movie called Zarathustra, and that was an all right movie too. I'm not saying it was the fucking greatest of movies. I enjoyed it. Who was in that movie? You got Zach, whatever his name is, and then the chick Kristen Stewart. Yeah, from fucking, with the fucking Twilight. All right. They're in that movie, and that one kid, I forget. Is that that's not Spider-Man? It's just another Caucasian kid. I can't. I don't know, man. I don't fucking know, man. when the press conferences came out with Zarathustra, it was like sort of like a spiritual sequel, but even the writer himself wanted to separate that. Even the director wanted to separate. They're standalone movies. They're maybe in the same universe somehow. But this Jumanji thing is directly just trying to build off the fucking success of an old movie that is fucking beloved by a fucking generation. Same thing with like Baywatch. Did that even fucking make any fucking money? Like, no, it flopped. So I think the last movie that I was like semi okay with was 21 Jump Street. And don't even fucking get me started about Jump Street. Let me drink some goddamn coffee here on the Too Much Coffee podcast. Arthur Fantastic. I think it's bullshit. I think that people are going to keep doing this if you, the consumer, allow it to keep happening. Like, no one wanted a Ghostbuster movie without the Ghostbusters. Then one of them dies, may rest in peace, and they make a new one. They had been writing and trying to get a new one made for so long, and now they fucking make it. They didn't even try to fucking make it like these are the daughters of the old Ghostbusters, blah, blah, blah. No, these are the original Ghostbusters. They're just completely, fuck the old Ghostbusters. They're women now. Fuck it. You know what I'm saying? Like, I can deal with you changing characters in movies or whatever, but don't just fucking shit on the fucking fan. The fucking fan loves Ghostbusters. That's the fan who you're trying to get to go watch your movie. And if you just shit on them by saying, you know what, the first one doesn't fucking exist, and then people say they don't like it, and the director is like, well, you don't like it because you're a fucking anti-feminist, you're a fucking woman hater, misogynist. No, it's because it fucking sucks. And because it's a clear, you just do some fucking work, like do a good fucking job. You just fucking took something and just redid it with women. You know what I mean? Everything I've seen from that, it just falls short. It's not funny. It's not good to me. It's whatever. And a lot of people agree. You know what I mean? I'm just talking about my opinion. But if you're just gonna completely do that to the fan, you're gonna get a flop. What was the name of that movie? Dragon Ball with Chow Yun-Fat. Oh my god, they really just fucked over the Dragon Ball Z fan here in America, man. Japan fucking has all these sweet Dragon Ball movies, and here you get, oh my god, I don't even want to talk about it. See, so okay, that's the last. What's your opinion on this? You know what I'm saying? Do you like these new Transformer movies? Do you like these new Ninja Turtle movies? Would those movies have been better if it was just like a standalone movie that they had built their own mythos on? Why or continue the mythos? Why just fucking erase everything that had been established up to that point in favor of your own thing? It's narcissistic. It is fucking so dismissive of the original fan base, and it's a clear money grab. Like, what the fuck? You know what I'm saying? We all know that Connor and Floyd are taking this fight because it's a money grab. But at least they're trying to sell it in a good way. At least this shit talking's real and they're gonna fucking fight. You know what I mean? But when you're fucking making a clear money grab and you're just like, fuck you fans, fuck everything you're about, you're just shitting on the fan. You dismiss any criticism that they might have that is legitimate. You're gonna fucking get a flop. You're not appreciating the audience. Speaking of which, I love you guys. Thank you for listening, clicking this. I don't know what even to expect. So, but if you have anything to say, take it to the goddamn comments. Give me a like, give me a subscribe. If you dislike it, dislike it. I don't give a fuck. If you don't agree with me, take it to the fucking comments and say it, and I'll take it to the comments too. All right. I don't give a fuck, dude. I don't care, and I'm not apologizing for anything. So that's the last thing. I know I got a little heated there. This is like my second cup of coffee in the last I don't know how long we've been recording. We're at 39 minutes, something like that. This is pre-editing. I'm gonna put in that clip that I was talking about earlier and whatnot. So here on the Too Much Coffee podcast, it says I'm at a 39-minute mark and 30 seconds. For the last couple seconds here, I'm going to talk about the coffee. I like to drink my coffee black. I drink Colombian coffee, single brewed, in my nice little, it's very simple coffee brewer. I add about like a couple teaspoons of sugar. It's way more than 8 ounces in my cup here. And I just drink it like that. Sugar, black, and sweet. That's how I like it, baby. Just like my women. Black and sweet. Mwah. So yeah, that's the end of the show. This episode 1 of the Too Much Coffee podcast. I'm Arthur Fantastic. Follow me on any social media at Arthur Fantastic. On YouTube, if this is not on YouTube, youtube.com/Golden Ruffian, GOLDENRUFFIAN, Golden Ruffian. Snapchat, Instagram, Twitter, Facebook, Pornhub, X videos. Just look me up. It's Arthur Fantastic. Holler at you next week. I love you. Thank you for listening. If you have anything to say, take it down to the comments. And I appreciate you. So holler. Peace. Peace, love, serenity, all that shit. Stay cool. Stay fantastic. And I'll holler at you later. Until next time, Arthur Fantastic.